So I have taken and built myself a little blacksmith and knife making shop. Now it's rather crowded in here and such, but I've got the tools that I need to make quite a few different projects. Now on my website, Maritime Wilderness Skills, I still have my listing of courses you can take, survival courses, wilderness skills courses, but I have a spot on my page where you can find my designed items and stuff that I'm creating in this shop. So first off, I've got myself a forge. I bought this on Amazon. I'll leave a link where you can check it out. It was rather inexpensive for what it can do. 2 burners, open ends, and it just allows that you can do a lot with a little forge like this. I actually have this up on a table that used to be an old barbecue. The tank's in underneath, comes up, so it works rather well. You use what you got. Now, so I've got myself a forge. I'm using an old piece of railroad as an anvil that was given to me, and some hammers that I modified, and also they're not blacksmithing hammers, but they beat metal. So here's what I'm using for an anvil right here. You can see it's on a big old stump. The hammers, Darren actually at Lone Forge Blades helped me round this hammer so I can spread metal with this side and beat on this side. Also have a big old 4-pound mallet and then another 3-pound mallet as well. So that's what I've got for tools. But this old piece of railroad track has worked rather well. So this here is the 2x72 grinder that myself and Darren put together. So I watched many YouTube videos. He has a 2x72 grinder in his shop, and we just modified with what works from different varied sources. So this is hooked up to my table saw, and it works rather well. I've been very happy with it. I've been grinding knives and such, just different projects, and it's been working really well. So this here is a Maritimer that I have just finished a couple days ago. I still have to make a sheath for it, but very happy with how it turned out, and being able to do this in this shop was a real nice feeling of accomplishment. That's what my goal was, is to be able to make these on my own, and this is the second one that I made thus far. Up close view. These here have been proven by many people now to be a very nice bushcraft or survival knife. So this is a new design, the Maritimer bushcraft knife. So the first one was the Maritimer survival knife. This is going to be a camp bushcraft / hunter knife. And this is going to be another design that I'm going to be creating and selling. That's my plan. Now what I'm going to do is just show you a few of the items that I have forged and been selling. So I decided to start forging fire steel kits. Now my advanced class, I teach how to make fire with flint and steel. So I decided to make some kits that my students can purchase if they like. The kit goes for $30, and it is sold on my website. So how you go about that is contact me through the website if you see something that you like, and I will get back to you and we can set up purchase and so on. So with flint and steel, I test these, make sure they work well before I put them in a kit. And I have small strikers, I've got larger ones, all depending on your own personal preference. And I'll send a few pictures of what I got at the time to see which one you would like. So this here is just a small little one. But what I have in here is I got the striker, got a piece of flint, English flint, some jute twine to make a tinder bundle, and some char cloth. So, and of course your tin. So I've got that all in there, and like I said, I make sure they work well before they're thrown in a kit. And as you see, it works well. So I'm going to throw that back in there. That's one design. Here's a larger one. Now a lot of times I'll just hang on to them like this, keep my fingers out of the way. But you can see they throw great sparks. So that is an option to purchase. Have something that I've handmade. And if you're into flint and steel, there's been a couple here that I've sold and they're loving them. So that's just one item. And now I'm going to show you another item that I've been having fun creating. So I have been given some railroad spikes. And this is just one that I've done up. I've made a few now, given some away and such. And also made some Christmas gifts. Now these here, they work rather well. I get them nice and sharp. Of course, the steel is inferior to knife steel, but they're a nice little novelty item. And I can feather stick with this. So different shapes. You know, there's many different profiles you can put on these type of knives and such. I've actually started a tomahawk out of a railroad spike. I've got to get a drift and try to find a way that I can finish it. But that should be pretty interesting when I'm done. I'm also making these blanket pins here. So this one here is just your simple. But I've been selling these and such. These go for like 50 bucks. These here, $15 kind of deal, right? But they work nice. I've got a few of these that people are loving as well. And it's just something that I can help to put out there that someone may want. So I decided to make a few pendant fire steels, where you can wear it around your neck. I've got jute twine on here, and it's a fire steel that you can use for creating flint and steel fire, but it's also a simple pendant. So there it is. It's a very simple pendant made out of a file, and it's hardened, so you can use it as a fire striker. It's just another option that someone may want. So I also decided to make a few Viking eating spikes. Stab it in a piece of meat and you can eat off of it. So I've got a few of those. This one here, you can see a nice little twist in it and so on. And also a blacksmith or Viking inspired knife as well. So these here would go as a set for a camp cutlery set, or around the home, or a reenactment even. Now they also, you could make this into a sack style. I could do that as well. So this is just one. I've actually made a couple different designs of these, but they're all pretty cool, and just another little addition to what I can create and sell on my website. So lastly, I made myself a cutlery or camp set for eating out in the bush. So I wanted to try making a spoon, and I did all right. The metal I had, you can only squish it so far. So this is my spoon here. It's longer than width, but you can only squish that so far, but still it works rather nice. Also, I attempted and made a fork. So there's a little fork and spoon set right there. So I will be using these out in the bush, and I was rather proud of them actually when I made them. Now I made a knife to go with this set. And this here is the knife. It is a little mini cleaver. Now I can carve with this. It's got some weight to it that I can chop with it. And it's made out of an old file, so it's going to last years. And I wrapped it with bank line. Bank line gives you a nice, really nice grip. It holds tight as well, and it's waterproof, the wrap, where it's tarred bank line. Now this does not have an odor to it at all, and it's not sticky, and it makes for a nice little wrap. So I put that on there. I can prepare meals with it. I can do a little bit of light chopping or carving with it. You know, just many, many uses for this little cleaver. So that wraps up what I've been doing out here in the forge and in this shop. And like I said, I'll leave a link down below where you can check out my website, you can check out my courses, and the page of what I do offer. I also put my design on the reflex shelter, that's up there, and my Grim Workshop signature card. So there's a lot to check out on the website, and I'm kind of very happy that I can help provide this stuff to you all. Take care, happy 2023, and stay safe, and also stay smiling. All the best.